Everyone, got another Batrep here for you with Jesse before he flies back out west. So this time we got my Tyranids taking on the Necrons, and it's going to be 1,750 points this game. So let's take a look and see what I brought for the Tyranids. So up front again, we got the Swarm Lord. Had a pretty decent time with him last time, but I'm still going to use him until I'm just very happy with him. Plus he's really fun to use, even though I know he's not the greatest, so don't bash me for that. Two sets of Warriors, same configuration I usually run. Devourers, Barbed Strangler in each one. And I brought 3 Hive Guard this time. 2 Zoanthropes, with the taller Zoanthropes having Paroxysm. Shorter ones got, the Horror. No, I swapped it out for Dominion, that's what I'm thinking of. 30 Gaunts, making him a Troops choice because he performed really well last time. And the past few games I've been doing pretty decent with him since I kind of learned how to play the Turbigon a bit more conservatively. And he also has the Electroshock Grubs. Got a T-Fex in heavy support with Acid Spray and Electroshock Grubs. Got it. My Trigon Prime is going to be my Moloch for this game because Swarmlord gives +1 to reserves, so why not? 2 Bivores and 20 Gargoyles to act as a screen. And Psychic Powers for Swarmlord. Still didn't get Catalyst on him. Maybe I'll make that my goal, is until I get the Catalyst, I'll switch him. So he has Paroxysm, Onslaught, and Dominion, and the Turbigon got Onslaught, and I kept that because I got pretty good synapse coverage, so not too worried about that. So we'll go ahead, we're going to take a look at Jesse's 1,750 points of Necrons. Alright, so as longly promised, we have Necrons finally to play against, so what do you have?
Yeah, I'm taking Imhotep as my Warlord. And he has a Royal Court with him, which one of the commanders I've prepared here. It's a Lord that's a Warlord longer than Proxy. Lord with a War Scythe, Mind Shackles, 2 up armor, and a Resurrection Lord. And they're with a squad of 12 warriors. And I have a squad of 11 warriors, 3 Wraiths with Whip Coils, 2 squads of 5 Immortals. I have my squad of 5 Lich Guard here. They have a Lord with Res Orb, 2 up save, War Scythe, and Mind Shackles.
Even bigger yuck.
And they have a Cryptek of the Storm, Harbinger of the Storm, sorry, and he has a Lightning Field. And I have an Annihilation Barge with Tesla on the bottom. I have a Spider with he has the particle shooting weapon, I can't remember what it's called. And he also has a Gloom Prism and a Doomsday Arc.
1,750 points of Necron. Alright, so this is the board we're going to be playing on this time, so we're doing this kind of a cityscape board over here. We rolled for Scouring, and it's Hammer and Anvil deployment again, and there is night fighting thanks to Imhotep, and I even rolled it, forgetting about that, and double make sure it's night fighting. So there is night fighting, and we're going to go ahead and roll to see who's deploying, and then we'll get back to you after that. Alright, so we have both deployed. Necrons got first turn, and Tyranids all lined up here on the end, or front of the table I guess, and Necrons, as you can see, over here. So we're going to go ahead now and reveal the objectives because it is Scouring. So starting down here, let's see what I have. 3. Not bad. And moving over to next one.
Building there.
Oh, the building. So this one here is 4. Ooh, and 3. Oh wow. Looking good, and over here, 2, and should be 2, and there is 1. Alright. So I am going to try and steal the initiative. Trusting it to good green here, see if he can do me right. Oh, and he does! Yes! First time! For all those games. Alright, so let's see what Tyranids can do to turn. Alright, so end of Tyranids Turn 1. A bit of damage here to the Necrons. I wasn't quite able to kill the 1 warrior unit there. Fired at it with Warriors. Tyrannofex rolled terribly on his run with Onslaught. And the Bivores fired in. Didn't manage to kill the last one. 3 stood up, so they're still there. There's 1 Immortal we still got to roll for, which got to do his reanimation. And I think 1 warrior over there, but we'll do that in just a second. And I managed to blow up the Annihilation Barge with the Hive Guard, getting some lucky rolls there. So
That's First Blood too.
Oh yeah, First Blood. So Hive Guard getting really lucky. Usually don't have those good of luck with them. And we'll do reanimation rolls here.
So Guy in that building. Yep.
He's up.
Guy in that building. Nope.
So, another warrior there. So now it's time for Necrons Turn 1. We'll see what the lightning bolts will do. Right, so end of Necrons Turn 1. So, Imhotep's lightning bolt came down, managed to strike the Turbigon, taking 2 wounds down off him, and actually managed to kill both Zoanthropes over here. So, actually did quite a bit, and a lot of the gargoyles are dead from combined fire from the spider mortals in there.
Yep.
Mortals and the Annihilation Barrage. Right, what's that one? The
Doomsday.
Doomsday. I always forget. Doomsday Arc.
And
And over here, the Lich Guard are advancing up, and the Warriors move back to claim this objective, which turned out to be a scatter field. So moving into Tyranids Turn 2, we'll see if the Moloch comes in. End of Tyranids Turn 2, Moloch came in the back on Imhotep's group, took out a bunch of them. They actually failed their morale, which was wild. Terrible luck for the Necrons. And over here, the Tyranids just continued advancing up, and I don't think I did really anything. I killed 1 warrior with the group.
Okay.
Over here, the Tyrannofex managed to kill, I think, 2 Lich Guard, was it? 2. And over there, the Gargoyles charged in at the Wraiths and managed to tie them up.
Just 3 gargoyles.
Yeah. And I think 2 wounds off the Spider. But other than that, that's it for Tyranids Turn 2. The Moloch's back in reserve. He mishap and I rolled a 6. So going into Necrons Turn 2. So we'll see if the Death Marks come in. So end of Necrons Turn 2. Death Marks came in. Managed to clear off the Tyrant Guard. And marked Swarmy. So we're going to be hunting him down. And over here, the Wraiths took out one of the Gargoyles. Actually made a few of my saves, so pretty crazy. The Lich Guard are advancing up here, getting ready to charge either the Tyrannofex or Turbigon. And in the back, Imhotep regroup is returning back over here. The Doomsday Arc?
Yeah.
Doomsday Arc fired over here, scattered, and didn't wound the Tyrannofex. Just miserable luck for the Necrons. Feel terrible. But we'll see, maybe the luck will shift here. So we'll see what happens in Tyranids Turn 3. So end of Tyranids Turn 3. Over here, the Death Marks took a bit of heat. Turbigon spawned out some Gaunts, but doubled out. And there's only 2 Death Marks remaining, but he failed to kill them in close combat horribly. Over here, the Gaunts just advanced with the Zoanthropes. Managed to take 1 Lich Guard down, but he stood up. And the Moloch came in over top of the Imhotep's group, but scattered back and ran back towards this way, just so it would be a harder charge for them. And Wild War shot and 1 Spore Mine landed, and the Hive Guard finished off the Spider, and Swarmlord charged into the Wraith, killing 2 of them, leaving 1 left. So now moving into Necrons Turn 3. End of Necron Turn 3. So over here, Gaunts took a bit of a beating from the I don't know, I always forget it.
The Doomsday Arc?
Doomsday Arc, that's what I'm thinking of. And so they cleared a bunch of them. Lich Guard came over, finished off the Moloch, and the Swarmlord failed to kill off the Wraith, made all his invul saves. Combined with the Gargoyles, they couldn't do it. And Imhotep's group killed off the Spore Mine and is running over to claim the objective.
Valiantly killed all the Spore Mine.
And over here, the combat's still going to Turbigon and Death Marks, as no wounds were caused. So on to Tyranids Turn 4. So end of Tyranids Turn 4. Combat finally ended over here with the Warriors helping out the Turbigon. All my Termagants and Tyrannofex and Zoanthropes moved up here. Killed all but, I think there's 3 left.
Yeah.
3 the Immortals. And the Zoanthropes fired at these Warriors who went to ground. And it was through the runes, and they had that cover save bonus objective, so they lived.
2 up covers.
And Swarmlord failed to kill that dang Wraith. He's just tanking all those wounds, and 3 Spore Mines have landed over there. And that is it for Tyranids Turn 4, so now it's time for Necrons Turn 4. End of Necrons Turn 4. Over here, the Swarmlord finally managed to kill that Wraith, who held his own quite well. The Lich Guard made a block protecting Imhotep on the objective, and they killed off another Hive Guard with the Immortals, and the Spore Mines that were in there are dead. The Doomsday Arc fired over here, missed completely, scattering 12 inches. And over here, he ran back to hold the objective and solidify that point there. And that is the end of Necrons Turn 4, so moving into Tyranids Turn 5. So end of Tyranids Turn 5. Over here, Tyranids continue to advance. These warriors jumped up to claim this objective. And between the combined fire of them, the Tyranids Gaunts, and the Zoanthropes, who actually charged in and killed one, but got wounded in return, are contesting that objective. So Zoanthropes just being champs. Back here, the Gaunts are holding this objective. Turbigon went over to try and hold that one. The Biovores remaining here with the Warriors holding that one below. And over here, Swarmlord charged into the Immortals and wiped them out. And the Gargoyles jumped over just to contest that objective, with the Hive Guard taking some pot shots at the Doomsday Arc and continuing to have no luck. Seems it was all used on the Annihilation Barrage. So into Necrons Turn 5, and they kill Swarmlord. So end of Necrons Turn 5. So Gaunts took a bit more of a beating from the Doomsday Arc, and the combat over here continued with nobody prevailing. And over here, the Gargoyles led, giving the Necrons a point for fast attack, and the Lich Guard charged into the Swarmlord, who passed his Mind Shackle, killed the Lord, but he promptly stood back up. So Jesse's going to roll and see if the game continues. And it does. So let's move into Tyranids Turn 6. So end of Tyranids Turn 6. Not too much happening. Just these Gaunts failing a 3-inch charge. Tyranids moved over here to try and get to flamer some of those warriors, but he's out of range, and the Hive Guard over there tried to fire at the Ghost Arc, or Doomsday Arc. I'm going to get that one of these times, and failed to do anything there. Turbigon's holding this objective. Biovores moved up top here, with the Warriors moving over here to hold this objective, and Biovores fired in and killed one of them. Yeah, just one warrior. And Swarmlord won the combat here, past his Mind Shackles, and ran them down with the Cryptek and the Lord are there. So let's see if they stand up, I guess, right now.
Lord 4 up. No, Cryptek 4 up. Yep. So
Cryptek's up.
So 5 up next time.
So on to Necrons Turn 6. So end of Necrons Turn 6. Over here, Imhotep joined the Cryptek, trying to entice Swarmlord to charge into that lightning thing. And the Doomsday Arc fired in at Swarmlord, trying to pinch off a wound, scattered, I think, like, yeah, roll at 11, so just right down over that way. Over here, the combat between the Zoanthrope and Immortal continued, and they just do not want to hurt each other. So does the game go on to turn 7? It does not. So good game, sir.
Yeah,
some bad luck there, but it's good to play Necrons again. So what are your thoughts about playing Necrons?
I need less variety and more stuff that doesn't die really quick.
I think initiative was the big thing too.
Yeah, losing turn on really killed me, because you killed my Annihilation Barrage right away.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, running the spider was a waste of time too. He didn't do anything.
I think it was
like 70-something points or 80-something points.
Yeah, it was pretty lucky too. I mean, I had 2, 3, 3. What did I have? 3? Yeah, or 4.
Yeah,
and
you
3.
got
That was ridiculous. Like,
your deployment.
Yeah, I really lucked out there.
Especially because I can't really attack you.
Yeah, so I really lucked out in that part. But other than that, it was near the end. It started coming back a bit. Like looked like it was a bit closer. But
once I get in the combat, it's a little better, because my stuff stands up pretty good in combat. Because you can't eat AP me all the time.
Yeah, and that combat over there too. If I failed those Mind Shackles, he would have been. And that Wraith just kind of held his own for a long time. Yeah, so that was a good game. Good to have some Necrons back. So stay tuned for the next Basement Batrep. Don't forget to subscribe and watch more videos.